the law says you have to be registered to gamble.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
like,
it is against
it's
Twitch's
just
Yeah.
like
TOS.
fake,
Well, it's against
fake
the law.
gambling.
You have to like register to be a gambling, especially like to promote it to other people. Oh God.
Gotcha.
Someone knows a lot about gambling live streams, it seems.
So for you see, I ran a racketeer back in the day.
Oh my god, is this the gambler? We did it! It was him all along.
He's playing the fucking music
Guys, someone
box.
call
I
Dust.
knew it.
The gambler was the friends we made along the way.
That's wild.
You made friends.
Watch your Robert
No,
be the
not you.
gambler.
Fuck. That's not a twist. That's not a twist. That just was sad.
I would have called it. I would have been like, yeah, man.
Oh my.
I have it. I have it in my notes. Harava equals gambler. There.
Hey. So what if we
I also have it in my notes that he's a false Hydra, but you know.
I wouldn't think he would be the false Hydra himself, because why is he making himself forget?
Is there even
You
a
know?
false Hydra?
I feel like it could be. I think that's like the likely cause.
The only reason I don't think it is, and this is the only reason, is because false Hydra is a homebrew, isn't it? And I don't know if Dust would have used a homebrew monster.
I mean,
My only argument is if it was a false Hydra, we'd already forget.
yeah, but there isn't a recent victim. That's the thing. But his parents
We-
are missing. You know,
I mean,
he
we've
doesn't
heard.
remember his parents. You know.
The reason I think it's a false Hydra is because his parents are missing and he doesn't remember them.
Yeah.
If like Travis, if like for us to forget, like one of us would have to go missing, and then we'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, there's only 4 of us the whole time.
Which I don't think Dust would
I
have
wouldn't know
done
anything
unless
about
there's
this,
like
you know.
a sixth-party member and we just like forgot about them all along.
Dust came into our houses when we were sleeping and gave us amnesia.
Yeah.
Make it more
You, like,
immersive.
wake up with like a giant, like a black eye. It's just like, oh yeah, what happened? Dust with baseball bats. Oh yeah.
Like he used amnesia for the ones he liked, and then he just took a kettle to my head.
Nodded.
I guess we're all it. I'll do it. We exit the night market and we go to Karaba's house where we find, oh, this guy lives a very normal life in a very big house. And we're all like, what the hell's up with this? So we start investigating all over his home and notice like things are off. There's a joke about him actually just really having a buff girlfriend, and that's the whole reason why his life is so strange. But we quickly dismiss this theory as Haraba clearly couldn't pull a buff girlfriend, okay? There's a huge shirt in the bathroom that clearly doesn't belong to him. There's long strands of hair that just don't belong to him either. There's a broken bed in the back of his house. We're like seeing all these. There's no mention of his family anywhere. We see Haraba get these strange headaches after meeting with why do I want to say her name is Kadash? I don't think that's her name. Why am I forgetting how to pronounce her
Collage.
name? Can you remind? Collage. Okay. After meeting with Collage, we see like she's trying to say something, and then she immediately like she opens her mouth and then she just can't say the words for some reason. She forgets something. and then Haraba
Yeah.
gets a headache. Haraba is having a bunch of very suspicious headaches this entire time, and we're starting to worry what's going on. So I think we plan today to go to see the public records of people who have lived in the city. What?
Yeah.
Yippee!
What?
Wait.
you.
Ah,
Thank you.
Who was it?
Yeah.
Like,
What
Oh my
the-
goodness.
buddy,
You're
ask your
welcome.
question and we'll answer it. Any question you
Yeah.
want.
you're going to regret
You
that.
can, yeah. If you want, whoever donated, you can tell me to polymorph one of the party members, and I'll do it.
Oh
Hey.
my god.
Like,
Uh,
you just ask, what's your mother's maiden name?
the maiden name. Oh my god.
Not this again.
Alright.
Mhm.
Bagos did his typical like sentry stuff, like listen to everything that happened in the room throughout the entire night
Oh my
while not moving
goodness.
at the door.
Oh my goodness. Coffee!
I had to match it. I'm matching it.
Coffee!
I have to win. This is competitive now. Oh no, I hope they don't donate more subs.
Oh my god, stop. You're evil.
I am
Love
evil.
it though. Yeah, that's so cool.
I hope
yeah,
everybody who subs appreciates them.
I don't think any of us did mention doing anything. I mean, unless someone wanted to like get up at night and go spy on Harabo, which is what Nader would have done. By the way,
No
just
way.
I think for like a slight moment, he'd just go up and like open the door just to see if he's like here or not.
If definitely if Nadir did that, Bagos would like get out of his rest for a second and follow Nadir.
Well, yeah, you guys are insane.
Guys, goal is 10 viewers, and we just hit the goal of 10 viewers. Let's go. Let's go.
Fuck yes.
20 viewers.
Yippee!
20 viewers, guys.
All right. Yeah, I opened the door slightly.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm not entering the room. I think it's just like opening it slightly. Go. Please, dice gods, please.
So,
We got 10 gifted subs. Well, 11
so
actually.
fun fact:
Give me a
while they
good
roll these
roll.
dice, my mic wasn't
Okay,
on.
so it's
You
stealth.
did not hear it, but I appreciate
Oh wait,
everything.
Well,
You guys are wonderful. Thank you
Um,
so much for the gifted subs.
apparently
and
they can't
the,
hear you, Dust.
And the
Oh.
what's it called?
they're
Everything.
trying to fix their
You
mic.
guys are amazing. I love
Okay.
you all so much. You guys are wonderful. I apologize. I had to change my mic input a while ago, and I forgot to change it on Streamlabs.
No worries.
Oh, look at that investigation. So yeah, a 9 stealth. I do believe that that is less than. Is it? I actually. Yes, it is.
Oh, we
less
took
than
a
his
long
passive.
rest.
You did. You did take a long
Oh,
rest.
it is. Oh,
So if you wanted to use your bardic, you could.
Oh, do we just start with a bardic?
Yeah, every long or short rest.
Oh, gotcha. I'll just add the bardic. That's a 7.
that should do it.
16. That is a meets it beats it scenario. In this case, you will succeed.
Yippee!
You will open the door and you will hear the sound of like the as it like begins to creak on its hinges. You stop. Haraba shifts. Let me actually. There we go. But you manage to open it without any more creaking. He's kind of just laying in bed with a 23. You've already looked around in this room before. You can see that there is a. It appears like the bottle over here has been changed out for another one. Still empty. He likely drank it. And something that I didn't mention before, which probably makes a bit more sense, is that in one of these that you investigated, one of these cupboards or drawers, there are more healing bottles. And let's see. And anything else? What is there anything specific you're trying to look for while you're in here?
I don't think so. I think Notter's mainly like wanting to know if Haraba's like sleepwalking or if he's like getting any sort of like magically induced, like, you know, whether it's like amnesia that's like essentially by magic,
Yeah.
or he's forced to like go sleepwalking or something. He's just checking if Haraba's like home or not, more or less.
Haraba's here. It doesn't seem like he's gotten
Yeah.
up, but notably, he appears to be sweating.
Gotcha. Could I don't know, would detect thoughts work on someone dreaming?
Certainly would.
What spell slot is that?
Second level. Let me see. Read the thoughts of a certain creatures. When you cast a spell as your action, you can focus on a mind of only one creature you see within 30 feet of you. It doesn't say they have to be awake.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I'll cast detect thoughts on Haraba just to sort of see what is going on and why he's sweating.
It is surface thoughts. It appears like he's having a nightmare. That's for certain. You can't really see the nightmare necessarily, but you can tell that his thoughts are very panicked. They are very sort of like really desperately trying to do something. And I think that's all you get with the surface thoughts. I'll have to push deeper if you want to know more.
Gotcha. What do you mean push deeper?
So the way that the tech thoughts works is that you can learn the surface thoughts of any creature that you choose for free, and they will not know that you've casted the spell on them. However, if you want to learn more detailed things, you have to push. They have to make a wisdom saving throw, and if they succeed, the effect ends, and they know that you were casting a spell on them to read their thoughts.
Gotcha. Would he
if they
make
fail?
it with?
If they fail, they know. They know that you have investigated their thoughts, but you get to actually press deeper.
Gotcha. Could I martial check him before we do anything?
Martial check. What are you trying to martial check? Because you could just insight.
I just want to know if his wisdom is high and like.
I think that
prying deeper would alert him.
Roll an insight check. I can't give you his wisdom stat because you aren't fighting him.
Yeah. Let's see. Insight. Please, dice gods. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
You don't necessarily know his wisdom stat, but you know that he's already having a really nasty dream. So his
Gotcha.
like his mind is already in a very vulnerable state. Most likely he would have disadvantage on the roll.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll pry further.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think I'll cast Unsettling Words. I don't think it'll work here.
Even if you
Uh,
did it, it wouldn't work because he
Yeah.
can't really hear you right now.
Yeah.
What's your charisma?
Maybe I'm in his dream, guys. Maybe I'm Unsettling Word in his dream, you know?
Or like whispering in his ear while he's like having
Oh,
nightmares.
oh, thank
Oh,
God.
whoa.
It's very good.
That's
Thank
close.
fucking God.
That's very good. You will pry deeper into his mind. And you will. Okay, let me read the detect thoughts, specifically what it says, because it gives specifics. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. So we'll go one by one. Insight into its reasoning. I don't really think that necessarily applies here. There isn't necessarily anything that he's reasoning at the moment.
Yeah, he's doing.
Emotional state, panicked, anxious, and confused. In this exact moment. Something that looms large in its mind. I think you see a couple brief memories of Haraba at some kind of training in the sort of military district, throwing weapons at people, and then looking confused, and then apologizing profusely, and then going to pick it up. He always missed. He never hit anybody. And then I think with that you recall back to way back in the first session when he almost did that with Holly.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
And then what about something big that's looming over him?
That's what that was.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I think roll me a perception check to see if you notice something while you're listening to those memories.
Mm-hmm. Ah! Oh, 7. It's not a 1.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
thought it was a 1.
With a 15, you notice that every single time before he throws this, whatever weapon or makes an attack near a person, right beforehand, he grabs his right ear.
Gotcha. Alright. I think with that, it's like, I don't think there's much more for Nodder to see or, like, notice.
Yeah.
He'd sort of, he'd let out a small sort of prayer, essentially, like, remembering, like, his own volitions to, memory loss. It's just something that he dealt with before, but it's a small Sanakan prayer, something from home, just to ease his mind or something, hopefully.
Absolutely.
And he'd close the door.
Yeah, absolutely. You will close the door. You walk back in. Everyone except for Bagless is still asleep. You don't have to be asleep for long, but you're being relatively quiet, so it makes sense.
And he'd sort of look at Bagless. Some worrying dreams. Nothing far too alarming, but there is a pattern here. I suppose we can talk about this when everyone's gotten their full rest. And he'd
Agreed.
whisper this to Bagless and then head over back to his little sofa area and lay down.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll go back into sentry mode.
Mm-hmm. And so
Or sentry's rest.
And so, you will all finish your long rest. I think I long rested you at the end of last session. I definitely did, yeah. And you will wake up in the morning. You will wake up most likely to the sound of the door across the hall opening. Haraba very groggily walking out, scratching his head. And he'll say, do you all want any coffee?
Bagless will be everyone's morning alarm clock by playing his bagpipe.
That's horrific.
Oh, Bjorn throws a pillow, definitely.
Oh, that is a wonderful sound to wake up to. Really, truly.
Look,
I find it
think
hard
the
to
bagpipes
sleep
are
through this.
beautiful, but like
Thank you.
as we wake up,
It is so you do get proper rest as well as a proper rise.
Oh, I love that. It's truly.
I'm going back to bed.
Oh,
He'll...
Bagless will draw his sword.
Haraba will look over Bagless' shoulder to Holly and say, do you want any coffee?
Yes.
Okay. And he'll go to the kitchen and start making drinks for everybody.
Wait, did Bagless draw his sword? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He draws
She
back.
looks up at him with just like the worst expression on her face. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Time to wake up.
Like, you're gonna kill me over 5 minutes of sleep?
I was not going to kill you.
What were you gonna do?
Bagless will walk outside.
It's very funny.
Someone give me a fucking wrench. It's time to disassemble him.
Looking outside the window, it appears to be the very early morning, maybe like 6 or 7 a.m.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's actually not that early. More like 5 or 6 a.m. That's a little
Oh,
early.
now it is bad. I'm going back to bed. No, we're going out. Can we hear the birds chirping?
A little bit, yeah.
Beautiful day.
Yes, it's actually quite nice out today. There's a nice cool breeze coming through the open windows. Hear the sound of water boiling in the other room. As Haraba moves around, you come in, Bagless. He looks at you. Yes?
Bagless will ask if they want help.
Oh, sure. You know how to make coffee?
Of course.
Oh, that's wonderful. He'll just sort of like open a little drawer right here, and there'll be just like this big bag of coffee beans, and he'll say, "The grinder's somewhere around here. Just grind them up, and I'll get the water ready."
Alrighty. Bagless will pick it up and take it towards the grinder.
Okay.
I'll have some tea if that's okay. Not really the coffee type of person.
He'll turn around and give a thumbs up. Much easier to
Hey,
make, actually.
Bagless,
Yes.
it's over here.
Oh, agree.
Forgot
She
where
picks
our
up the
assigned
Morgan
seats are. I
pestle
think
and gives it to him. Here.
Bagless will start making
Absolutely.
coffee grounds.
Yeah. And those two will be in there making drinks for everybody. Are you three doing? Technically, you four. You can be out here too, Holly. Doing anything?
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
think
make
Nodder
drinks.
would sort of tell Janara and Bjorn about like the dreams that Haraba was having. Essentially the weapons, his ear again, likely a headache. But there's like essentially a pattern, and he's like relaying that information to these two.
Absolutely.
Janara will like blink and look over and try to not look like she's tired, but she definitely is, and she's trying to process what was just being said. And we'll basically just ask like, well, what are your thoughts on it?
I'm guessing there's something that's causing him to act out. Not exactly sure what, but the paintings, the scribbled over what I assume are his family members. Something's below the surface. Not sure what kind of thing it is, but it could be something. Could be a reason to everything that's happening around here. He's also been acting up since we've mentioned Kippen. Collage had also forgotten, or from what Holly said, it seemed like she knew something, but sooner forgot. There's a lot of details. I think what we need is a clear line to connect all of them, and going to the archives would likely help with setting the timeline. But it's good to take note of these things.
Yeah, then we'll make sure to go to the archives first thing after this.
What about you, Bjorn?
I thought it was something magical. I wanted to try some spells and stuff, and probably the archive.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, the tarot reading. That could also still be on the table.
Oh, yeah, we can do it this morning. It could be like a quote-unquote morning ritual for you. So yeah.
Very well.
Right. I did want to mention. I'm not sure if I said this earlier, but Backlist had also heard the same music box tunes that you'd heard in the park, Bjorn.
Oh yeah.
Creepy music box, old lady in a forest, a bunch of people forgetting things. Also, Janara, I'm not sure if we said this, but the creepy old lady in the forest is likely a hag. So there are a lot of suspicious things going on.
Yeah. She's definitely also worth going to, but I think that's less high on the priority list. I think that our first best bet is the archives.
They have pretty
agree.
adeptly figured out that there is a hag here named the Old Woman that has something to do with all this. Yes. You all discuss plans to come for the day as Haraba and Baglis will come in carrying several cups of coffee, as well as cups of water for everybody and a single cup of tea for Natter.
Coffee. Give coffee to Bjorn. Put one where Holly will sit.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Probably right there if I had to bet.
Right there. Down right here. With his cup of coffee.
Yeah. I'll drag Holly and put Holly in right here. Haraba will sit down and say, there are a couple places within town to get breakfast, if we would like to do so. Elsewise, I know the archive was on the list. Bagless, this is me asking out of character. When were your brass knuckles to be done? Was it today or the next day?
It was today. He said, I have come by in the morning and they'll be done.
Okay.
Is what I remember. He said it would take him one day, and that was at the beginning of the day.
Gotcha.
I think.
Okay. I trust you.
For now.
Yeah. Well, Haraba, did you share that information with Haraba?
Bagless will mention it probably now.
Okay.
It's like, I do need to stop by the blacksmith to pick up a pair of brass knuckles I've ordered.
Haraba will nod and say, that'll be good. Good way to start the morning, get some stuff done before we head first into the archives.
It will be a great help to the investigation.
Indeed.
And then he'll mutter the words non-lethal.
While you do that, I'll likely go grab us some breakfast. something to go. I think from the tavern in this case.
Mm-hmm. He'll nod and say, good.
Any...
We'll split up in the morning then. When we meet at the archives around, let's say, noon.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Perfect. Haraba will finish his coffee. He will stand up and he will say, I do have some duties to attend to this morning as well. I will be going to the military and the university. I have some discussions that need to be taken care of. If you need me, I'll be there.
Oh, before you do head out, Janara, I do remember you mentioning liking to do some tarot readings. I do happen to love those.
That is
So
so true, yes.
could we do that
how-
for our group?
Of course. Rob, are you in?
Kind of look around. What is that?
Do you not know what a tarot reading is?
No, I vaguely remember hearing of it, but no.
It's essentially shuffling cards from a specific deck, and Faith will essentially decide which card gets pulled, with the cards that fall out of the deck as you shuffle. And based on that, we can get like some insight on maybe your future or your present or your past.
Oh. I see.
It's very fun.
Well, if we have some extra time, I don't see why not.
Very well.
Mhm.
I'm
Is-
thinking. Can Janora like pull pull out a deck of tarot cards out of thin air?
Yeah, I mean, it
I mean, we
makes
did
sense.
have.
Yeah, I would
yeah.
say you were a divination cleric. Like, this is your whole deal.
Slay.
You can absolutely have this.
Okay. How do we want to do this though?
Thank you, Sid. Thank you. Can you believe I had beef with this guy?
I have nothing that can help in this situation.
So, the way that we will do this will be your use of divination for the day. Which means, and it's something I always forget, you will gain 8 temporary hit points. Because that is what you can do as a moon cleric. Basically, you are going to be able to ask me, I'll say instead of one question that I have to really, really answer in detail, you get to ask me 3 questions that I can answer in sort of moderate detail. Specifically about, I guess, Haraba in this case? Since you're doing the tarot reading with Haraba, but it might end up moving beyond Haraba.
Okay. Pressure. Okay. So Janara will pull out her deck of cards and will lay them out in front of her. She'll like kind of like move them over the table to show all of the cards and put them back together as she begins to shuffle.
Mhm.
I just hit my elbow. Anyways, she'll start to shuffle and she will pull out a solid 3 cards, putting them out in front of Harapa. She'll look at the cards and kind of like get an idea of which way she should go to when it comes to questions. And she'll look at Harapa and say like, okay, so the way that this works is I have an idea given these cards about just in general what your life is like, what your life is going to be like, what your life was like. And to get a better understanding, obviously I need to know a bit more about you. So is it alright if I ask you a few questions?
Sure?
Okay. I need to cook.
Also, the questions, like, are they targeted towards us, like you as the DM,
Yes,
or
yes.
Haraba?
And ask
okay.
me, and I can flavor it to you are asking Haraba the questions.
Okay, guys, I need help.
Okay.
What questions?
I think just do past, present, and future. Like it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay, let's start with
past,
yes.
family maybe. Present, what's like bothering him the most, and future, what is like his destiny. Something
Well, yeah, but Destiny is very open, as is like,
like. True.
hey, what about your parents? We're going to probably need a more specific question to get a more specific answer. How much did Haraba know, like, about the parents that we know of?
They have never mentioned them.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
You could ask something like, "Oh, a childhood memory that they vivid," or
Maybe
something like
ask
that.
like who looked after you.
Ooh, that's a good one, actually. Yeah, let's do that as the first one, like, who looked after you slash, how long did they look after you, kind of deal.
He'll pause. He'll think for a moment. And given this is the past, your divination won't kick in yet. But he will answer truthfully, and I have the list of the tarot cards pulled up, so I will actually give you an actual tarot card that you draw.
Fuck yes.
And he'll think, and he'll say, well, Mahaber was a good mentor of mine, and especially recently, Miriam has always been a good friend. They've really taken me to where I need to be, I think. Without them, I don't think I'd be nearly this happy or successful. And I think all of these are relatively vague, but I need to you get a reversed moon.
Of course, it's the fucking moon. Wait, do you want me to give my insight on the reverse moon?
Oh, do you need me to do it? I can do it. I have it up.
No, I can.
Yeah, you can if you'd like.
I do tarot readings. Well, so reverse moon is like clarity. Clarity like the fog in your brain lifting up. And maybe just like, and basically with that comes the extent of like any of like the negative feelings, like the anxiety that they were talking about earlier, might be like settling down a bit, and that comes due to Haraba possibly like having had to confront their fears, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's the reverse moon.
Gotcha. I always say the meanings I have up in front of me are literally like 4 words. per.
Oh?
I think that is correct. What you've interpreted from that. What I have up, and the reason I said it, is the meaning of confusion, fear, and misinterpretation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, because I actually really like what you said, what we are going to do for the other 2 is what we did just now. You're going to give me yours, and I'm going to give you mine, and it is going to be a combination of the 2.
Okay. Okay, so we have past. Present. What was the question that you had again, Ray? I know that you had a good one.
Regarding like what's taking over his mind currently, like his current fear, or like something that's like fogging up his brain.
Yeah. Okay.
Something that's distracting him. You know.
Maybe something like, "What has clouded your judgment as of late?" Something like that. I don't know.
Yes, but that's like too hyper, like zoomed in on something. I think if we just ask like, what's something that's like been taking up a lot of their thoughts recently. Might be a good one.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
Consider the end of a nightmare, yeah.
What? So what is taking up your thoughts?
Yes.
I think, looking at this. Okay. I believe it is a reversed chariot.
Do you want me to give my interpretation of reverse chariot?
Yes,
first,
you will
or-
give yours and then I will give mine.
Okay, reverse chariot. I love this card actually. Um, it's lack of control, lack of direction. It's wanting to control too much, and due to that, you lose that control. Because you're trying to force something, and that can cause like inner conflict. And basically, when you pull the reverse chariot, it means you need to just like let go. You need to let faith do what faith needs to do, and you need to stop trying to force its outcome. Yeah.
That is actually pretty much exactly what I have as well. Lack of control. You literally said exactly the first two phrases, which was lack of control, lack of direction.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And I think that makes sense. I think the interpretation of what's going on here is that your interpretation is what Janara sees in Haraba, and what I tell you is the universal truth of the question being asked. Because it's very clear that there is a dissonance between those two things. And in this case, they are relatively similar. I think the only difference between this is that there is also desperation. There is a very big emphasis on desperation in Haraba, in this lack of control, that he seems unaware of.
So he's unaware of the lack of control that he has?
Yes.
Oh shit. Wait, hold up, I'm writing that down. Okay. Was that all you had for the present one?
Yes.
Okay. Future. Shit, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, does the rest of the party have any ideas?
Is he gonna die?
When will you die?
Are you the bad guy?
Yeah, are you the Grim Reaper?
Are you the bad guy? Do you have a buff girlfriend?
Do you have a buff girlfriend?
Will you get a buff girlfriend?
Will you get a buff girlfriend?
Oh god.
He's like,
She just like
hopefully.
shows
Guys,
up.
look, it's the upright lovers card. No. That's so silly.
He's not getting a buff girlfriend.
I
Oh.
guess not.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's the point in life?
See about that.
Oh my
What's the
god.
point of
that's
life
so
if you don't have a
silly.
buff girlfriend?
Can we just like drag up Bagless?
Bagless switches gender.
I'm getting Bagless a bob.
So silly. So,
It's your
What-
name, B.O.B.
No, he's
what is your question for the future?
I guess the best one to just ask, because that's a hard one. I think the best one to just ask is like, what kind of like, that might be too broad of a question. Like, what positive or negative do you see happening within your future, or will happen within your future?
Haraba will
Just so
kind
we
of...
get
Yeah, Haraba will kind of look confused and say, well, I hope that we win I don't know. I want to find this murderer. I want to bring them to justice, and I want to get back to work. In all honesty, not that this isn't work. I actually quite like working with you all, but I guess the only positive I could see is us succeeding, and the only negative is us failing. When you draw this last card, something very interesting happens.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because it is not one specific card. You go to
Oh.
draw the one card, and seemingly as if they were folded together or stuck, several other cards come out with it.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
To actually tell you which cards they are would be a bit too strenuous and I think terribly confusing. But I can tell you this. All of them are reversed. All of them have similar themes of lack of control, loneliness, insufficient, sort of like, what's it called? Like not doing enough. Fear of not doing enough. And I think the one that sits on top is the reversed magician. Which is trickery, illusions, and out of touch.
So whatever just happened there is just not supposed to happen with this, is it?
It's not normal.
Fuck. This poor guy.
What does it mean?
Yep.
What is reverse magician?
Bagus will be
This-
like, I think you dropped your cards.
Can't pick up 52. And Holly goes to pour herself more coffee.
Absolutely. There's another cup left over.
Oh, yum. Is there any cream?
Yeah, there's plenty.
Oh
of
my
cream.
god, coffee cameo?
Whoa.
Oh no, I'm getting promoted to guest player.
Like every time I see a cup of coffee now in a D&D campaign, I'll be like, is that a coffee reference? That's crazy.
Oh, don't do that. That's kind of cringe.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Real.
Thank you guys.
But yeah. He'll kind of look confused. Haraba will chuckle. What does that mean? Did you fumble your hand a little bit?
I stop. Why would you do that to me? I love this guy. I love this guy. Okay, hold up. Let me think. So it looks like in general you might feel like you have like a lack of control or thinking that you're not doing enough. But I also know for a fact that you're going to be fine within that. It's going to take a little bit, but you're going to figure it out. And you will get that sense of control back, and you will know that you're doing enough, and you will be surrounded by, like, the people that you care about.
He'll...
I lied.
Yeah, roll
I
deception.
lied.
Absolutely roll deception. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my fucking god!
Well, roll
Okay.
deception. You gotta beat a 22.
I'm trying to find deception.
Don't worry, guys.
That's
I
what.
How
have
can
a plan.
I have a plus. Wait, I have my thingy.
And a bardic, yeah.
Fuck!
Oh,
never
no.
mind.
Yeah, that's kind of
I
Can Bagless stand up and knock him out?
Absolutely. Okay, let him respond first. He'll just kind of narrow his eyes, and he'll chuckle and say, I mean, I guess I can understand feeling somewhat inadequate lately. I've been making many mistakes, but I have full control over myself. I've been actually in some very high positions lately. I'm quite happy with it, but I'm sorry, does this actually mean something? I thought it was just like a bit at the end there, but I feel like you're hiding something really awful.
Stop.
No, okay, look. I don't think most of this stuff is really to be taken seriously. It's more like a just for fun thing. Sure, it's divination or whatever. I think it's more a social thing. That's just my take on it, you know. This is actually just what Holly believes, though.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
Please roll
Let
high.
me
I
get it.
beg you.
And oh, it's awesome. Why have I been rolling so much charisma when I have negative? Okay, I win.
Wow. That's
He
Throw the
will-
Bardic. Throw the Bardic.
he will kind of pause, shrug, and he says, I guess you're right. A bit too early in the morning. Well,
Oh, yeah.
for what it was worth, Janara, it was actually quite fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Douglas will sit back down.
And then he will stand up, take a deep breath in, grab his sort of cup, and say, "Well, I need to clean this, and then I best be off to work. Remember, noon, the archives. I'll meet you all there."
Let me help you do some dishes.
Oh, thank you. And he will walk inside.
Nodder stands behind them, watches them like start cleaning, and then cast prestidigitation right immediately after they
Oh.
start cleaning.
Oh. Wow.
Oh.
Holly, this soap is actually really useful. I didn't think it was this good.
No, I just don't think you heard Nodder in the background.
What? Was not a... Oh.
What?
He'll turn.
What did I do? And Nodder would look confused. Oh, did I do something?
Okay. She puts all the dishes back.
I
Wow.
That's all
I-
Holly's neat work.
Don't do that.
Rob
Yeah,
has
he's
learning
smart.
something about
Vitamin.
how nice it is having a magician around.
Do you all have any allergies of some sort? Bjorn, you look like you're allergic to peanuts.
I haven't
What?
really tried them. I think maybe like small bits. I don't think no, not really. I think I
am
almost
allergic-
eat the same things every day. So
I am allergic to fire.
I'll make sure that the meal does not include anything, flammable. I mean, just like lit on fire.
Bagless will glow green for a second.
What does that mean? Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It means he's
Ah,
happy.
okay. Oh, yippee! What about you, lot? Any allergies I should be aware of?
No. No.
All right.
Nothing for me either.
That's about it. I think Nodder would probably start getting ready to head out.
Yeah. Haraba will grab his armor, his giant sword, and he will head out. And so we move to the map as a whole, to the Yagrabad, the secluded
Bagless,
city.
if you ate like a bag of coins, would that be cannibalism?
What?
Huh?
Like if you ate metal, it's like I don't. Can you eat metal? Do you just eat like what do you?
Technically, a Warforged is technically a human soul in a robot.
Oh,
So he's
really?
more
Yeah, what do
human.
you eat?
Well, yeah.
what do you eat?
If I've read them up correctly, like the human soul is like the fuel base or like the battery basically. But
Oh.
like, yeah, they're robots. If that's what if I've clean, unless there's like some Warforged experts in the chat who are willing to prove me wrong, I'm pretty sure I'm reading into that correctly. So as long as he does, I think him eating human would technically. Well, he doesn't eat, so like he does have a mouth, yes, but it's more for like appearance sake to like
Well,
so
how do you get
people
your
can
hands
have
on
like
Bagwoods?
he doesn't. Centuries rest is what provides him nutrients. He doesn't need to eat.
Fascinating.
Yippee!
Could you like withstand a
Could
bullet?
I?
Oh, hold on.
Could I get the new token, by the way, Dust? Or
Yes.
is it?
I'll take care of that.
Yippee!
What were you saying, Holly, while I get that figured out?
Oh yeah, could Bagwoods like I'm asking Bagwoods as Holly. Could you like withstand a bullet? Like would a bullet go through you?
It would depend on the impact of the bullet. And what type of bullet?
Interesting.
I like to imagine that's how Bagless's AC works. Instead of him like dodging it, he kind of just tanks stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it'd be very funny to see if a bullet not funny. Interesting. That's the right word. No, because like what how are you so durable?
I am made of metal. And as
Yeah,
well as
like metal can break, metal rusts. You know.
Well, where I'm from, they were pretty good at making people like me, and I was made specifically for war. Though I never seen combat since the war ended right before I was manufactured.
Do you ever want to go to war?
Of course not. I don't really like hurting people. But
You are very
sometimes,
kind, Bagless.
well, thank you.
No.
But sometimes,
fine.
and then he'll start glowing red a little. A point needs to become across.
Yeah, there it is. You were definitely made for war. Okay, I see. But,
He will do a dark blue. Glow a dark blue.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's not bad. Don't be sad. Don't be sad.
Words
It's not bad.
hurt.
You're made. No, you were made for war. It's good.
You will
You
stop
survive.
talking to Holly.
You'll survive.
And so, the morning begins. You have a couple chores ahead of you. You can explore the city a little bit in these first hours of the day. And so I will go one by one. Starting with Bagless, since he has a very clear thing that he wants to do with, what do you want to do?
Going to the shop and getting the brass knuckles.
Absolutely.
Twiddling thumbs.
Anyone else that wants to go to the smith can. You will walk in. You can. There's no hammering going on when you walk nearby, but you walk in and see him sort of filling out some papers, going through inventory. Gets all of the busy work done at the beginning of the day. You will walk in and he will say, "Oh, well, if it isn't a what was your name again?"
My name is Bagless Bakins. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
And he will hold out his hand.
This isn't a nice. Okay, well, it's nice to see you. I've already met you before, and he'll shake your hand.
It's nice to see you again. I am here to inquire about my purchase.
Indeed, yes. They were rather easy to make, rather simple little things. I have them right here for you. And he will pull out 2 pairs of relatively large brass knuckles because you are large.
Bagless will put them on. And like as a test, he won't actually like cast it. He will try and like channel some of his divine energy into it.
It will work. These are technically weapons.
Alrighty. Bagless will be like, "Thank you very much. You are worth every coin."
Oh, shucks. Well, thank you.
And then Bagless will
there-
leave.
Absolutely. What was that?
Is there like okay, this is a little silly. Is there like an art supply store anywhere near, like selling like watercolors or just like some little tiny things?
Yeah, actually, they would likely be, if I had to guess, that sounds like a very noble-ish thing, so they might be up these stairs. If not, they'd be near the university. There's also
Okay.
likely more than one.
Whenever we get close to one, I think Holly would sneak off there.
Absolutely. You can sort of break off from the group. I'm gonna make these brass knuckles for you as I describe this, by the way, Hawk. But you will sort of break off, and you will enter a small little supply store near the what's it called? I'll say it's near the university since it's also near the Smith. A little ways in, there is a little art supply store. You will see a variety of people walking around the store, all wearing very, very like outlandish looking clothing, various bits of sculptures and art surrounding the room. And then you will see a woman with a very like illustrious, what's it called? I would say a dress of some kind. With a splotching of different colors. When she peeks up, you see that she has a bandage over her head covering her eyes, and then she will quickly take it off. And say, "Oh, hello there! A new face. What have you come here for?"
I'm just checking things out. Yeah. And she looks around, but she asked, "Do you have any like small little travel size things?"
For what? Just basic art supplies?
Like pencils, pastels.
Oh, yes, absolutely. She'll rummage around for a little bit. Some people will run up. She'll kind of like snap some fingers at people. They will very attentively, as if responding to like a general, be like, yes, yes, of course. Bring some small things over. She will lay out a box with some pencils, pastels, a couple other little things. And she'll say, "Here you are. Is this what you're looking for?"
It is, yeah. Like
Wonderful.
just a small little thing. How much would it be?
Let's see here. Well, art supplies is always a little bit more luxury in terms of items, so let's say 10 gold.
Oh. Sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Hold
though.
on, gun.
10? That is rather too expensive for art supplies. I'm afraid we can only do 5. And Nodder sort of enters the store right behind Holly.
Nodder, roll a perception check.
They sensed a deal was needed. A discount was needed.
Perception?
Yeah, roll a perception check. 12. Even with a 12. You see the bandage that she was wearing over her head a second ago, sort of tucked away. This is very clearly the woman that you were talking to in the night market.
Yeah. Goodness, you can't scam a friend like that. I thought we were getting acquainted.
Oh, hello, darling. It's good to meet you, I suppose. Well, I suppose if you are well acquainted, I don't see why I can't give a little discount.
That'd be lovely.
Okay.
Sure. 5 gold.
5 gold.
That's...
That's
You guys, while you guys don't have any gold on your person, you guys do also have the credit of the people that said if you win, they'll give you a ton of money. It might take some persuasion, but you can pretty easily convince people. Especially this person, given your stuff at the night market.
Yeah, she's gonna like say, "Look, oh, I hate saying this. This is awful.
Do you know who I am?
No.
You know who I am.
Here, you can take this, and Nodder would take off like a encrusted gold ring.
Okay.
And we'll get you the actual coins later. However, you can keep this. For the time being, it is worth a lot more than 5 gold coins. So if you'd like to pawn it off, that's also perfectly fine.
Oh,
You know You know anybody with a need for guns?
A need for guns.
Yeah, a need for guns.
She'll kind of blink. Um, well, darling, no one in the city would ever buy such a thing. The military has plenty of weaponry themselves. She'll glance over at Natter, look back at Holly. But I'm sure that given your reputation, you might be able to find someone in, other parts of the city.
Oh, I see. See, I was asking if, like, you needed it. You know, it's okay.
No, I don't need a
Makes
gun.
Oh, you're strong.
I did have a question, if that is alright, Holly. If
Mhm.
you don't have anything else to do.
Knock yourself out.
And then Nada would cast Minor Illusion and like sort of bring up the two paintings that he'd seen before. Do you happen to know if any artist that does these sort of paintings?
Oh, you're asking the lady up front, right?
Yes, the lady up front with Minor Illusion, like sort of depicting the paintings that he'd seen.
Yeah. She'll squint, scratch her chin. I've seen paintings like this before, but I can't tell you where from.
Could I insight that?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Pretty good insight. She doesn't seem to be lying.
Do I know if she's like also forgetting? Like, is she?
No real way to tell.
Oh, gotcha. And I'd sort of pull out the paintbrush and I'd ask, how about these? Do you supply these?
Oh, yes, we supply some things like that.
Has anyone bought them recently?
Recently? Well, yes, plenty of folks.
Oh, goodness. I suppose there isn't really much narrowing it down. Yeah, thank you. I don't suppose you have anything of note. No suspicious people walking in here asking for paintings, unlike their usual selves, you know?
Oh, I suppose so. No, I appreciate it. You all are quite lovely. I enjoy when you come by. Do take care, by the way. Thankfully, there aren't so many people, what's to say, spying on you. She'll say it rather quietly.
Yeah. Was she hinting that someone was spying, or was she just saying
Yes.
that because the night market?
Yeah, she was referring to the night market.
Gotcha.
Wait outside.
Holly, did you need anything else before we head out?
No, just this. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, of course.
That was very kind of you.
No, don't even mention it. I did mess with you a little this morning, so.
I knew it. I knew it. Look, but you know, it was the cards, prestidigitation, whatever it's called, right?
Yeah.
I think, like, to me, folks just need to, like, talk to people.
They do. Not sure when we should bring this up to Haraba. I mean, I don't want to lay it all and be like, you know, you forgot a bunch of things, and there's a bunch of signs that you likely forgot your parents. Like, I think going to the archives would probably be the best idea first, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just like, you know, I try giving out the signs of like, yeah, I want to sell you a gun or whatever, right? And I think that, you know, if he's dealing with memory loss, that there's only so far dropping signs will go. If he forgets everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can discuss after we've gone through the archives.
Hmm.
Right, we should head back to the rest of the party then.
Hmm.
I do enjoy your honesty very much, Holly. It's rather refreshing.
Yeah. Thanks. You too.
You guys will move out of the university. Bjorn, do you have anything you'd like to do?
Yeah. I think like the moment we walked out the door and it would like have waited for Haruba to get out the door, or like if Haruba wanted to close off the house, Bjorn would have like walked out and hidden a bit, and he would cast detect magic.
Oh, on Haruba?
It's on myself, and it's like a vicinity around me.
Okay, what are you looking for? Just in general, everything around you?
I mean, of course, it's just I detect magic around me for 10 minutes, and in the beginning, I will definitely focus this on like Haruba and see if there's like enchantment probably going on. I think they're definitely looking for enchantment. I think.
I think something, once again, very bizarre happens with this spell. Roll me an Arcana check to see if you can understand why this happens, but it's going to happen nonetheless.
Oh no, this doesn't sound good. Or maybe it is. Where is the skill? What main? No skills check Arcana. There it is. I'm so good at Arcana for someone who's magical.
A 9.
I would like to use my bardic on that.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It's better.
It's certainly better. I don't know if good enough, but better. As you cast Detect Magic, something bizarre happens. Something that is becoming less bizarre the more and more you specifically experience it. As you cast the spell, you don't see any magic. You don't sense any magic. But you hear the music box again.
Damn music box.
Oh wow. Oh, I think Bjorn would like try to plug his ears.
Okay. You plug your ears. Let's see. That's very smart. I need to figure out how to do something like that. Can you make me a... I want to say a wisdom saving throw?
Crazy mechanics here. Wisdom saving throw. You know, yeah, I would love to do that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd love to do that.
26.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, it's pretty nice. I don't know what god is fighting me here, but I'm almost there.
You're almost there.
Almost.
Okay. I think... Sorry. I received a message. So, you will plug your ears, and then a certain amount of time later that you are wholly unaware of how much time has passed, you will wake up in an alleyway.
Wow.
You will be all the way in the residential district, down in the bottom left near the smaller little creek. And make a perception check for me.
Oh wow, that's the same cool wisdom score I have. Yeah. Hope it doesn't let me down. Ah.
It didn't. There is just a little bit of blood on your hand. You do not seem cut. You do not seem injured in any way. There is blood on your hand.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have anything for that. I think he would just be very perplexed. Do I remember anything of like what I did before?
Nope. You closed, you plugged your ears, and you blinked, and now you are here.
Do I remember breakfast or like where I need to be?
Yeah. You remember all that.
Okay, yeah, I think Bjorn would be very like extremely confused. Try to locate himself and look at the sun for like, oh wait, I'm probably late for the archives, and
Yeah.
just be very confused and double check again where he is, by the way, because
Yep.
you said near the creek. It's like close to the house of the hag, or like.
Yes, it's on the same district, right? You are more likely somewhere next to the big A that indicates where it is.
Yeah. Okay. Do I see people around me?
Very few people. The residential district does not have a very big population, but you will sort of sit up, look around. There are a few people walking to and fro. You can hear some kids playing in a nearby little manufactured park by the creek. There are some boats going by, people swimming in the creek.
If there is like someone nearby who like runs a shop, has a stand, or like seems somewhat aware of like the area around them, he would look for them, I think.
So, one of the very peculiar things about the residential district is that it is the only place in the city that does not have any shops, aside from the smith. And technically the old woman's house.
Yeah. It's a shop. No. Is there like someone who's just like very alert? Maybe some kids who were like staring at me for some time, or anything like that?
There can probably be a kid that was just staring at you in the alleyway, and I think when you like come out, those kind of look at you with big wide eyes, with like this stupid curiosity on their face, and they'll be like, "Who are you?"
I'm a friend. Did you see me get in the alleyway?
Oh, yeah. You ran in there. Why'd you do that?
Yeah. Why did I do that? Did you notice anything weird? Anything chasing me? Anything else?
They kind of scratch their head. No? You just kind of ran in there.
Oh, wow. That's so weird, huh? Bjorn will walk off.
Okay.
He's like, Bjorn be like, grabs the kid. Why don't you tell me how I got in there?
You'll immediately hear the kid run off and be like, guys, it's the bear guy, and start like talking to their friends about you.
Yeah, no, I think with that very confused interaction and probably few other people nearby, Bjorn will like head in that direction and or like head that direction to the archives.
It is, judging by your understanding of time, which you're a nature person, you could literally look at the sun and understand. It is like 11 a.m.
So. Oh, okay. Do I remember casting Detect Magic?
Yeah, you do.
Oh my god. We do it again.
You do it again?
Yeah, I mean, if it like did weird things the first time, he would probably do it again.
The same thing happens. You cast Detect Magic. Nothing appears, but you hear the music box. Though, are you still where are you right now in Yakurbad?
Yeah, I think it'd be like after walking away from the kid and getting to a somewhat quieter place.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta like start checking off these spells because I'm using them.
Probably should have done it in front of us.
You know what, actually, Bjorn, I'm going to drag you onto the map. Place yourself where you are.
Yeah, if he starts here, he would like walk that direction. I see some weird building there, or some crazy, or some. He would stand behind that and
Yeah.
like
Quick
track his
question.
way back.
Yeah. Go here. What's up?
Can we say that since they passed out for an unknown duration of time, Bagless did go looking for them?
You can. We'll get to that in a moment. Bjorn, you will go behind here. You will cast Detect Magic. It, like I said before, nothing will like appear on your radar, but you will hear the music box again. Only difference is it is louder. Not significantly so, but enough that you can tell that it's louder.
That's really funky. Yeah, I don't think I would pass the check of. Wait, you know what? No, actually, will I do it? Yeah, he probably plug his ears. I think that's is the action he will do.
Okay.
Although I don't think I will make the save.
Okay. I think. Man, what do I do this time? You do it again. And I think something much different happens. And we're gonna have to get to Bjorn later.
I'm
But
kidnapped. Goodbye.
when you open your eyes again, you are not in a distressed situation like you were before. You are standing in front of the archives as everyone else walks up.
Yeah, that's normal.
And make a perception check.
Perception check? Okay.
Yes.
I do love my perception checks.
There is something sort of poking into your thigh in your pocket, and when you reach in, you pull out a hand crank.
Sorry. Oh.
With a small little string and a piece of paper attached to it that says "A gift from Granny."
Oh wait, what did I pull out?
A hand crank. Tiny little hand crank.
A hand crank? Like to wait you wind up a music box with.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is some Silent Hill level stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose that's what I've done for like quite some time now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think, Bagless, you go looking around for Bjorn while all this is happening. You straight up do not find him. He is nowhere to be seen. And we'll go to Janara. Did you have anything else you wanted to do, Janara?
No, Janara is just kind of like following the group.
Got you. In that case, at maybe about 11:30, Haraba will grab all of you, besides Bjorn, and begin to walk you towards the archives. Bagless will probably mention that Bjorn is gone. But after some time, you will see Bjorn standing outside the archives. And you will
That's
be
not creepy.
reunited.
You ready, folks?
Mm-hmm.
Haraba will sort of step in front of you as you approach the door, and he will say, "All right, so the archives is a very important place and one that is very well maintained. We are here to investigate, but we need to make sure not to, how do I say this, make too much of a mess. So try and be civilized as you always are, and try to make sure we put everything back where we find it. Feel free to take notes, though. And he will very excitedly turn around and push open the large doors, and you will see a sight that is not what Haraba describes. As you push open the doors to the archives, you will see a large room, a single room with several chandeliers hanging from above, many of which have actually dropped to the floor. Bookshelves lining the walls, and yet many books from the shelves have been removed. Books are scattered across the ground, pages loosely torn to shreds, laid everywhere. I will take you to the Archives of Yakurbad map.
This isn't what you meant when you said it was very well maintained, did you, Haraba?
He will look kind of like speechless as he stands there, and he'll say, "No, it was never like this. What happened?"
It seems we are not the first ones here.
I see. It is very dark as well.
Yeah, I can't see anything, by the way.
Do you guys have any ways of making light?
And you never like
Technically,
cast something for that?
technically, Bagless is glowing. I don't know if that would provide a whole lot of
I will
light.
give him a dim light.
I have dark vision, so
Nice.
I think Janara probably also is Janara an elf?
Yeah.
Would we have any torches? Or like anything on the ground that is a torch?
I'm sure you could find a torch.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have I guess that right. Give me.
I don't have light.
Janara has the
divine.
light spell.
Yeah, that's what I
gotcha.
was asking, if I can cast something for that.
Yeah. You can grab, like, lean down and grab, like, a small book and just open it up, and you can cast the light spell on it, and you can hold on to it. And I'll just toss that onto you.
It's like,
Nice.
I got 0 out of 10 light. What the hell does this mean?
I don't know.
Bagless will be sure not to touch anything.
Yeah. You'll begin to move a little bit further in Bagless. There appears to be a staircase to your left. Make a perception check, though.
Oh? No, I'm terrible. First roll of the day. Let's see. 11. Wow.
It's not bad.
Oh.
As you're walking, you feel your foot connect with something on the ground accidentally. And you hear the sound of, like, something rolling, like a glass ball rolling on the ground. And when you look down, you see a small, sort of gray ball roll and then just kind of bump up against this. What's it called? A shelf in front of you, just out of your vision.
Guess he will go up and try and grab or pick up the glass ball and look at what it bumped into.
Yeah. It's just a shelf, nothing crazy, but the ball, when you look at it, it is almost like a glass or like a crystal ball, almost like a scrying orb of some kind, but it appears to be devoid of any light or color.
I seem to have found something.
Oh? Not a bit closer.
Bagless will turn
My
into
map is
the air
dark, by
and
the
say,
way.
"You look different."
That's real strange.
Oh, yes, I did change my robes. Don't expect me to wear the same outfit every day.
Oh, that's nice.
I seem to have found a sort of orb of some kind. I'm not magically inclined, so I believe one of you can figure out what it is.
Yeah, can I roll a con on that?
Yeah.
Slay. Okay, fair enough.
13. It appears to be a container of some kind, for some kind of power. Though you can't quite tell what kind of power. Also, apologies, I forgot to make walls for the shelves, so I'm doing that as we speak.
Yeah, they moved to them. I didn't see them first.
Does Janira share this information?
You'll never know. Does Janara share the information about the ball?
Yeah, she would.
Oh, terrible, Normie. It's a regular ball. Right, some sort of magic.
I guess Bagos will make an educated guess and like try and like channel divinity into it.
Channel divinity into it. Are you like trying to? What are you trying to do exactly?
Maybe see if you could charge it just to figure out what
Charge it.
kind of energy it takes.
You try to channel some divine energy into the orb. It does not seem that is what it was looking for.
It seems to have no divinity component. He will give the orb to Nadir
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh.
get to do it.
Goodness. Yeah. Another would sort of stash it. Before he does, I don't suppose any of you would like to try something.
Doesn't seem like nature oriented at all. You would have to get like a weird wizard.
I could also
Sure.
try electricity, but I'd have to rip off my arm.
What?
No,
Yeah.
it won't be necessary. We could get someone later on to identify it. That'll likely be what we need to do. Aside from that, I suppose we should split up slightly. Just look for evidence regarding who or what did this. Really.
Haraba will nod, looking around, rather nervous. I don't know why anyone would do this.
Could I get a torch, like, by the time that we walk here?
Do you just have a
Something.
torch on you?
Yeah, I'd say he'd have, like, some things.
Yeah, I'll give you a torch. Makes sense.
Great bonfire. Oh, burn.
Bagos full set, heading up.
Yeah.
Heading up the stairs. All right.
Hmm?
We'll kind of bounce between you guys then. I'll have you guys walk around a little bit, since you guys are sort of splitting up to look around, and then I'll go between all of you. I will start off, I think, with Baglis, since Baglis is taking the initiative and going upstairs. Baglis, you will walk up a set of stairs. It's very hard to see, but you can get up there. You reach the top. Holly is right behind you, so I'll make this a duo. And you are now probably about 30, 40 feet above the ground floor. You can see vaguely some bookshelves in the wall across from you. I need to make sure, is the thing not turned on? It is, that's weird. As well as more books beside you. Go ahead, I'll have both you and Holly make me more perception checks.
Perception, go! Fuck.
Ooh, not great. Better. With a 15, Holly, your ear will flick and you will hear something to your left. And as you look over, you will see, I can't really show it here, but this bookshelf right here has fully been knocked over. And beneath it, you see what appears to be a small mask lying on the ground.
Bagless, over this way.
Ah.
You lean down, I imagine, inspect the mask.
Mhm.
It appears to be some kind of like cultural mask. It's hard to say. It looks like a lion and a dog. It's very red.
May I do a history check?
Yeah, go for it. You'll have to be very good if you want specifics. A 12. I think what I will give you with a 12 is that if this does belong to some kind of culture, or some kind of foreign place, which doesn't make a lot of sense for Yagerbod, you have never heard of it.
Oh. This is very unusual to me. Huh. Any idea?
Bagless will pick it up to, I guess, inspect the mask.
With a history of 3, even less, you've never seen anything like this.
Bagless looks sad. Let me see what I could do. I have an idea. You should put on the mask.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would, but I have no nose.
Well, will this mask fit my face?
It's really big. It would probably be a bit too big for your face.
Okay, my face is too small. You have to put it on.
Bagless will put on the mask.
You reluctantly put the mask on, and nothing really seems to happen. Though something sort of activates, I think, in the back of your mind, and you instinctively look down and you see tucked right behind the bookshelf is another one of those orbs.
I guess Bagless will go to pick it up.
Yeah. Pick up the
Seeing
orb.
if there's...
Small glass orb, no color, no light, no nothing.
Can Bagless see if the mask and the orb have any relation?
I think that would be a... Oh god. I want to say Arcana. Or
Wow.
Nature?
Okay, I'm good at nature. I'll do nature. Are you kidding me? Can I use my
bold.
Can
Oh,
I use
something-
my bardic?
Oh, something awful has happened. I've accidentally moved to the wrong screen. We were on the Mother Slumber main screen for so long, and nobody
Oh,
was
No!
there. So it
Welcome
was
to
just
the-
blank. That's so funny.
Welcome to Mother's Slumber.
That's so silly.
Can I use my bardic, please?
Yeah, you can roll your d8.
Please be a hot 6. I'll take
A
it.
12. It is...
You know what? I'm gonna do something. Tell me.
Yeah? What are you gonna do?
Reroll.
Oh, are you buying a
would check.
reroll? Oh, you bought a reroll.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a d20, Bagless. You'll get the 6 on top.
It's a pay to win. This is pay to win.
Oh my god. So a 29. Certainly. Maybe as you look at it and the way that the mask reflects, and when you bring them closer, there's a slight, almost unseeable golden hue resting at the center of the orb. These things are very clearly related to one another.
Okay. I believe they're related to each other.
Wait, how big is the orb?
The orb, you would have to hold it with both of your hands.
Oh, I was hoping that they could like fit in the eye sockets or something.
That's so silly, stupid.
They fit in the eye sockets.
They do
It's
not.
a big mask, he said. Oh. Bagless will continue to wear the mask while holding the orb.
I think
Actually,
that
he could
matches.
put, actually, the orb could put in it. He could put it in his bag.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, you two can continue to explore upstairs. I will very briefly move over to Bjorn. What are you doing, Bjorn? Sitting here with Araba as he's kind of just looking around in the dark. Torch as well.
What will Bjorn do? I think Bjorn is gonna look for books that like have lost a lot of pages.
Gotcha. Taking a quick look around without an investigation check, most of these shelves, all the books, this is a little detail that you notice. All of the books on the shelves are pristine, have not been touched at all. All of the books on the ground have been tattered, destroyed, pages torn out. A ton of stuff like that. You can go find a random book on the ground that's had some pages torn out and look at it, and most of the contents have been torn to shreds. But it does appear to be a record of a person.
Oh. Yeah, I think Bjorn would like try to Oh wait, Bjorn is gonna look for the original Miriam, like Miriam 1.
Miriam 1.
Wait, can I locate object that's in fact? Because that's gonna be such a hard find.
Locate object. Can you locate a specific object even though you've never seen it? It has to be familiar to you.
What if I've like walked it? Oh yeah, you gotta know it that you have seen this post. I would say I would just run to the library and go, oh yeah, find this.
If you had some specifics, you would definitely be able to find it, but you don't even know if a record like that exists. It's likely that it does, but the fact that you're not 100% certain makes it so the spell would likely fail.
Oh, I would ask Harba.
Yeah, that's fair. he will say, oh, yes, there are records of everyone, and especially the directors, though Miriam would have something a bit more grandiose. If I had to guess, probably near the back of the room, or maybe on the higher section.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I think I will look for something like that. And yeah, Bjorn will go that direction and stick with Harba a bit.
Gotcha. Harba will in that case guide you up this way. And I'm gonna move him where he'll end up being, but he's just gonna be with you. I'm just gonna move him over here. Feel free to move Bjorn wherever you wish. We'll go to Natter and Janara. I'm gonna bounce between you two a little bit. Natter, you were back, sort of back there, walking about. You see a statue that is long broken, likely some ancient figure that used to live here, but you don't know much about this place's history, so it's hard to say. Make me a perception or investigation.
I'll do perception.
Very good. Looking around, you can see something catches your eye over here. A chandelier that has fallen and broken. You begin to look at it and just kind of inspect it a little bit. there is a chain that attached it to the ceiling, and you can see that the chain has been cut and lacerated. And you can also see that some of the candles that have been crushed appear to have been stepped on by something.
Could I tell if it's a human foot or...
Definitely not. It
Definitely
is
not human?
definitely not
Or-
human.
Yeah.
And as you sort of lift your head up, you see another one of those glass orbs.
Oh, gotcha. I'll, like, take it. I kind of, like, throughout these books, is there, like, a common theme? Like the tattered ones? Like, I think he'd, like, stop by and read the titles if he can.
Mm-hmm.
And try to decipher, like, a common theme between the books that have been, like, picked out, essentially.
There are a variety of books here. You can go between the ones that are tattered and aren't. The ones that aren't tattered are a variety. Sometimes they're records, sometimes they're history, sometimes it's like financial stuff or stories, stuff like that. One thing you can notice from looking at the tattered books, they are all people. They are all records of people.
Is there specific, like to the chief directors, or is it just like random people?
It just appears to be
Like-
random.
Oh, gotcha. All right. After, is there anything else with the chandelier? I'm guessing the laceration. Is there like claw marks
Yes.
or anything? Okay. Gotcha. He'd sort of walk by towards Shannara and say, "Whatever did this, it was not human, and that is for sure." And then he'd be like, "I happened to find another one of these glass orbs, so I'm guessing there's quite a few. Could I cast locate object on the orb and try to locate as many orbs as I can within the
Yeah.
vicinity?"
What's the distance on locate object?
Let's see.
Because I know it has like a range for specifics, but I don't know if it's different for locating many. I think it's 30 feet. Is it? No? At least once. No, I think it's...
No, it's 1,000 feet.
Well, goddamn. You detect
Yeah.
none...
It's like,
You detect none
go ahead.
outside of the archives. You detect several within the archives. Maybe like 50. And you see that a vast majority of them are sitting right in front of you, buried under a pile of books. Something that Janara, you see as well. You can't see all of them, but you see a few orbs underneath. As well as, Janara, a few masks lying around.
Okay. Can I like
he'd sort of,
roll something on this pile?
Sure, investigation, likely.
Yeah, but
A 6.
God, can I roll the bardic thingy?
Sure.
That's a D8, right?
Yep. 12.
Okay, fair enough.
You will rummage around a little bit, trying to see. I think you can somewhat glean what Natter also gleaned about the, specific people, and that it being records. You notice. I'll be able to get through a part of this description. It is a large pile of books collected from the shelves of the archives containing the names and records of several people, easily in the hundreds. And before you can investigate further, Janara, you hear something move behind you rather quickly.
Okay, well, Janara will like instantly turn around and kind of like squint her eyes at it. She will like look over her shoulder towards Nader to make sure that like they're aware of it too, and she's like going into something blind. Yeah. Homegirl walks up, because why not?
You move behind the shelf, and the second you start to approach, you hear the swift movement of air as something moves quickly.
Which way was it?
It probably moved this way at least.
Okay.
Oh, and then he'd sort of run with Gennaro on the opposite side of the bookshelves.
You hear a light growling as you move a bit closer.
Is that on the ceiling?
Oh my god.
Does?
What? It's not on the ceiling now.
Okay. Which way did it go? Like, where is the growling coming from?
This way.
Goodness. They run again.
Oh wow.
As you sort of step into sight, Gennara, it is going to lunge at you.
Okay, what
Oh
the
my
fuck?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Don't worry. It's our. We got our 2 frontliners taking this guy on. Don't worry.
Yeah, guys.
17.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It will
Still
leap
different.
towards you, and you will very quickly move out of the way as it moves and then clumsily slams into the side of this shelf and then stumbles about. A creature, its body made out of like this red, gilded, black, like almost armor, a mask that you saw everywhere else on the ground, and holding a glowing glass orb. Most of its body beneath seems to be made out of this blue, translucent fog. And it sort of stumbles about for a moment and then scratches its head and, like, covers its ears to the best of its ability. And begins to struggle like an animal, just like a very confused animal.
Can I roll animal handling?
Sure. What would you like to do?
Janara will want to, like, slowly, like, very slowly, like, put her hand in front of her, to kind of, like, show, like, hey, I'm not gonna make any sudden movements. Basically the same way that they did with Haraba, when Haraba was, like, about to throw something at, Holly. Basically that.
Mm-hmm. Roll animal.
I'll also add guidance to it.
Got you. Roll animal handling and then add a d4.
Where's my 4?
11.
Okay, fair enough.
You'll hold a hand out to it and it'll look up for a moment, and then you'll see it, like, shake its head, and then it will growl, and then it will jump up on the shelf, bounce off of it, and then jump up here.
Is it trying to run away? What's it doing?
You can't quite tell. It's definitely moving away from you, that's for sure.
Could I detect thoughts on it?
Let me check detect thoughts of certain creatures. Man,
If
that's...
it's
that
yeah.
sucks.
If it's intelligence of 3 or below, then I can't.
I see. You can cast detect thoughts on it. Immediately you get the surface thoughts. This thing doesn't speak. Something that is made very clear. And it doesn't... You don't know if it understands. That's not entirely clear. Surface thoughts is purpose and frustration. That akin to poking a bear, except the bear can't do anything about it.
Gotcha.
It will look around frantically for a moment. I'm just gonna roll a die to see which way it goes. Odds. And then you will see its body perk up and look over here, and then begin to move this way.
Could I,
Would Bagless
I'd sort of...
Holly hear this?
Yes, in a moment.
Yeah.
What is Natter trying
Um, I think I'll probably yell back towards here. Hopefully for Bjorn. Bjorn, there's a large spotted lion creature that's made out of fog. I think you might be able to help us. Please hurry this way. And he sort of yelled that. Um, hopefully the creature isn't too scared of that. But Nodder and Gennaro would like sort of follow it, or at least Nodder would, like through the.
Oh yeah, Gennaro's right behind you, man.
There's a ladder. It'll quickly move and jump. You all will hear the sound of something bounding closer and closer to you. And then it will get to right here. Do you do anything? You can hear it coming. It's not surprising you.
Oh, Holly has her musket out.
Bagless will probably stand in front of all.
Oh, like to
But
protect?
I can't.
Yeah.
You could shoot him. You're thankfully you are small.
I'm small.
You can't shoot underneath his arm.
It's could Nodder also speak to them?
No. This is something that would have happened like quite a few seconds ago.
Gotcha.
You will step in front. Do you take a shot, Holly?
No.
Okay.
Bagless will try to grapple it.
You go to grapple it, and as you sort of grab onto it, you feel as your hand goes through the fog. This thing is immune to being grappled.
I could also try animal handling, I guess.
It is going to attempt to tackle you.
Alrighty, let's go.
So make a, I want to say a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I fail. I fail really bad.
Yeah, Holly, you can move out of the way if you'd like, as this thing grabs onto Bagless and just like tackles him to the floor.
I'll move just slightly.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of what I was going for.
Attack. If this is going on, can I do an opportunity attack?
Oh, sure. What would you like to opportunity attack with?
I would like to just, no, oh wait, I can't do stunning strike on opportunity attack. Never mind.
Gotcha.
This is okay.
Sorry,
Backlist.
It will tackle Bagless to the ground, and as it holds you there for a moment, it'll like lean. Oh, please.
Oh yeah, Bagless would still be wearing the mask, by the way.
Oh. Okay. It'll look confused. It has one hand on your chest, and the other hand next to it holding the orb. It sees that you're wearing the mask, and it'll tilt its head slightly, and it will growl, and then it will slightly let up, and then look to Holly. And then it will, with its now free hand, slash at the bookshelf next to you and knock books onto the floor.
I'm gonna pick up one of the books it knocked down.
Can I try and calm it down?
Well, you don't need to right now.
Oh, okay.
You pick up one of the books, and it stops growling.
What do you want me to read?
It'll kind of pause, and it will it'll look around. It'll paw at its ear again, and then it will move this way to here, and it'll look back at you, and then it will jump down.
I follow it, and I just jump down with it.
Yeah, so you're a monk.
Yeah, I can do that.
You're chill like that.
Okay.
I'm
Let's use
so
the ladder.
fast.
Bagless will follow, going down the stairs.
What's here?
It will start to like rummage through, and at this point, Bjorn, you can join if you'd like. You were called over.
Get out. Is this even jumpable? This distance?
No, but there is a ladder that you would have passed nearby. Let me find it for you. I believe it's like right here. Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, what a nice letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, after some time, Bjorn will like somewhat rapidly go down
Could
a
you,
ladder, but
Could you make Bjorn roll dexterity to see if he slips or not?
No.
Yeah, if you slips, he dies.
It's really funny though. It'll start like digging through the books, and as it does so, all of you will see masks and orbs, tons and tons of them, start like falling out of the pile.
Question.
Yes.
Can I inspect the creature and see if, like, I don't know, their orb is like their orb obviously, I'm guessing, looks different from the rest of the orbs.
I think
Is
you'll
it
be able to connect a dot here. That when you
Okay.
held the mask to your orb earlier, it slightly glowed gold. The orb it's currently holding is very gold.
okay? Can it look? Can I like see if it looks like the orb is draining? Like it's like slowly losing power.
Oh, that's interesting. No, it does not seem like it's doing that. But that is an interesting thing to call out, and I think that is an important observation. As it rummages through, it will eventually pull out a book in its teeth that appears to be somewhat tattered, and it'll toss it on the ground, like right here in front of you, Holly. When it sees that it's tattered, it scratches its ear again and like tries to cover its face. Almost.
Would I use mending on the book?
Oh, that's a good idea. You can. You can walk up. When you begin to approach the book, it looks at you curiously and almost defensively. And as you reach over and cast mending on it, you will begin to heal the book. And it will stop. And it'll look a lot calmer.
Let's read through it.
Mm-hmm. You will open the page, and you will see who this book is for. It is a record. It is for somebody named Kippen. But before you can read any further, I would like Janara, Baglis, and Bjorn to make a perception check for me.
All right.
Perception, you've been good to me.
Earls of Vintage. Oh my!
Oh my
I spent my
God.
10,000.
Those were such low rolls. That's so sad.
Mhm.
Hey,
I mean, Janara's +8. Yeah, that's epic.
Yeah.
Just Janara. Just Janara in this case. Janara, you will see something moving up here. And as you look up, you see a figure shrouded in dark. Barely see their silhouette. They appear to be holding a small object in their hands. And then you hear the echoing of a small tune of a music box. And then you'll see the memoir twitch and begin to back up slightly, and it'll paw at its ear, and then it will shake its head, and then it will start to go crazy. It'll start growling aggressively, and it'll look around and start panicking slightly. And then you will see the figure up above Janara will walk behind a bookshelf. And we are going to enter combat.
Before that,
Yes.
Oh.
could I bestow curse on the creature and deafen it?
On the memoir?
Yeah.
I think that would take your action in that case. That like this is all happening rather quickly, and you didn't see
gotcha.
the person, unfortunately. And so, as you all get ready to roll initiative, you'll watch.
Oh, oops! Did not mean to do that.
Did you already roll?
No, I didn't roll. I clicked something
Oh,
while trying to open it.
I've been also clicking things.
The memoir will begin to panic slightly. It will roar outwards and scream as it bats at its ears over and over and over again. You'll see all of the orbs on the ground under here begin to glow very, very, very dimly. And it will look around at all of you. And I think, Bjorn, as it looks at you, you've seen many an animal. This thing is feral at the moment. It doesn't seem to have any kind of consciousness. And it is going to get ready to attack. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Hell yeah. 2.
Hey,
rolled.
we both rolled a 2.
It rolled incredibly bad.
Yippee!
Looks like Bjorn's going first.
Wait, I thought it was.
Huh?
Oh, never mind. Nothing. Don't worry.
Oh, gotcha. Why do you have candles on you?
I said I've been clicking things.
Okay.
I was looking at like the difference in like the amount of light objects give for like between me and the Starry Wisp, and then I pressed candle multiple times, questioning why it wasn't working.
That's so funny.
5 candles.
So let's just say he found random candles on the ground, and he yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's like, oh wait, this doesn't work, and he will drop them. And now they're gone. There is no more candles.
They never existed.
Exactly. Good.
What does Bjorn do on their turn?
What does Bjorn do on their turn? Let me. Oh wow. Sorry for this. I couldn't prepare this.
You're okay.
Oh yeah. Wait, can I cast this? No, I cannot. Oh well. I think Bjorn will. Wait, does everyone have light? Oh, everyone has light. I was thinking about the spell magic, but I have a feeling this one is like kind of special, so I didn't want to do it. Let me make a martial check first.
Go for it.
Because nobody has done. Yeah, nobody's done it yet. Just wisdom check it.
Yeah. A 12. That is a meets it beats it in this case, actually. Would you like me to give you the menu?
Yeah, give me the menu.
Okay. Mutable form, crazed purpose, psychic rend, multi-attack, deadly reminder, and leap. What would you like to know about?
The deadly reminder or something? What the hell? Yeah.
The memoir will attempt to remind a creature of a forgotten fact about themselves, which will psychically devastate the creature. Creatures must make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw or be stunned until the end of the memoir's next turn.
Okay. Bjorn will use point his finger at the creature. Use Can I direct this onto them?
Message? Yeah.
Message? Yeah, I will like message and remember who you are, Kippen. Oh wait, do I know the Kippen? I don't think I know it. I will just say remember who you are.
Okay. You will say remember who you are to the memoir. And I will have you roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
What? Can't have anything. Wait, persuasion. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, die.
A 4. It doesn't seem to respond to that at all. And I will say, just with your passive insight, you do not think that this thing is Kippen.
Well, what a shame. I will. Oh wait, it's immune to being grappled. Oh well. We gotta do something. Bjorn will stand here and
You have a bonus action.
wild shape.
Mhm.
Yeah, wild shape bonus action.
What would you like to do?
Into. Did you get the spider ice queen?
Yes.
Oh well, I think it's like a cool place for a spider ice queen, so I guess I'll wild shape into that.
Absolutely absurd. I'm gonna drag you over here. As this thing is now here. I believe I shared it with you. Here's the character sheet. You can control it as you wish. You can move it around. You all will see as
Ew.
Bjorn will hold, arachnophobia, sorry, will hold a cloak up over themselves, and then arms and legs will begin to sprout from within as the temperature in the room drops about 10 degrees, as a giant spider made of frost and ice bursts forth.
Cool news is now he can see in the dark now.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
true.
I have dark vision.
And I'm just kind of hiding Bjorn back here, but he's not actually there. Who would you like to pass to at the end of your turn?
I think Janora had the book. Wait, what?
It was Holly that had the book.
Holly has the turn.
As a Paragon action, it will use Deadly Reminder on you. You fail. Actually, no, you have your Wisdom stats, so that's 6 plus your Wisdom saving throw, which is 13, which is still a fail. And you are stunned.
Oh wow.
Holly, it's your go.
Okay. I don't want to shoot this thing, but I think I gotta.
Time to
Does Janara
yell
tell us about the person that's like hidden behind the bookshelf?
I imagine if Janara wants to, they can do so on their turn. It all happened very quickly.
Gotcha.
Let me make one attack with the pistol.
Yeah. Talking is always a
Or
free
no.
action.
Yeah, talking is free action. We're good.
Yeah.
I'm going to just shoot it once. I feel really bad about this.
Go for it. That is a miss.
A miss.
Your musket
Oh,
will
you're so
fire out as psychic magic rends against this ice spider that's now in front of you, which is very confusing, I imagine. And then you will
Can
shoot
I actually
out,
use
and it will turn around.
my inspiration?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, that inspiration. Yes, you can use that one too. That is a hit. The-
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I want to see what this thing does with a shot. Okay. There you go. Ouchie. Partially resisted. Okay.
Is the musket magic?
It should be, yes.
Okay, then it should not be.
Because it
resisted.
also has the silence thing.
Magic. Oh, that's right. One moment.
He is silenced.
Let me go ahead and... Sorry, I'm going to remove the musket from your inventory for one moment.
No worries. Oh my god, he took my weapon.
The
Disarmed.
god
Ready.
came down to take it away.
Pull the string in the book. You lost your weapon.
No, we just see the musket
Right.
like start floating.
I was picturing more like a staircase appears and Dust just comes down and takes it.
Oh my
So
god,
funny.
Dust like serving, like down the stairs.
That's so silly.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and roll the damage on him again.
Absolutely. Let me just. I want to make sure I got it right, but it is a magical weapon. Let me hit it again. And we rolled better this time.
And you rolled
One
better.
damage point more.
Your musket will fire out, it will turn around, and you will slam into his, or it's like one of its ears of the mask, and it will stumble for a moment, and then focus on you.
Okay. It has now been affected by the silence spell for at least the end of my next turn.
Yeah. You can see that it's growling, but you can't hear it.
Okay. Now the next shot. And hold on for a second, because it's gonna get a little fucky.
Yeah.
I haven't used these abilities in a while. So, what we're going to do is we're going to use Adept Marksman as part of the Gunslinger subclass.
Okay.
We are going to use. No, we're gonna put in 4 grit points
Okay.
for a dead eye shot.
Okay.
Now this is where it gets really fucked up.
Dead Eye's crazy.
Or not dead eye shot. Wait, what is it called again? The violent shot, not dead eye shot. Violent shot. 4 grit
Okay.
points on violent shot. When you make a firearm attack against a creature, you expend 1 or more grit points. For each grit point expended, the attack gains a +2 to firearm's misfire score. If the attack hits, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die per grit point. Oh, I forgot to roll my misfire.
Misfire is if you roll a 1.
Yeah.
So now, if you're expending 4 grit points, which I believe is all of them, if I'm correct.
It is, and it's actually, we're gonna put 1 of those grit points into making sure we have advantage on this with Deadeye Shot. So it can be 3 grit points on the Violent Shot.
So you
So let
need
me
to
do-
roll an 8 or higher, or it is going to misfire.
Yes. Here is my advantage.
Though.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
That is all of your luck
So-
for the rest of this game.
So I want to
That
clarify.
is insane.
I need you to drag the 1d12 plus 3, and I need you to right-click it 3 times and drag it on the memoir as you deal 8d12 damage.
Wait,
Oh what?
3 times? Why 3 times?
Because you use 3.
Oh, I only get. Oh, it's a D10, but you know, I'll take a D12.
Let me see. When you make a firearm attack against a creature, you can expend 1 or more grit points to enhance the For each grit point expended, the attack gains a +2 to the firearm's misfire score. If the attack hits, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die per grit point spent when determining the damage. If you're using the musket, it's a D12. It's pistol, it's D10.
Okay, wow, D12. Oh, so that's
4d12. And it should
4d12.
automatically crit. If it doesn't, we can roll again.
okay. For some reason I can't right click to get more dice.
Would you like me to do it?
Yes, please. Let's see how much damage. But I'm sorry, guys.
I'll have
That
to roll
is
again.
insane.
Oh!
Oh my god, 2 of these are full damage die.
And then I'll subtract. 3
Okay.
from that. What is that? 21.
Okay, that's 1 damage.
A shot fires out and it turns around to get hit in the face by it. And as it growls and begins to lunge at you, you flip back the wing, you take a deep breath in, and you pull the trigger, and it just smashes through its entire body. And it will stumble around for a moment.
Okay, guys. That was all of them. Your turn.
Douglas will clap.
At the end of your turn,
That's your
Holly,
action?
I would say that's your action. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
I didn't expect that.
You can action surge.
That's what I was considering was action surge. This is stupid, guys. Okay. I'm gonna action surge, I guess.
Okay.
And then I walk up to it.
Okay.
I
You walk up to it.
I'm gonna punch it quite a few times.
All right. Oh
What the
My
fucking
God.
Yes.
Okay, make the initial attack.
There is my damage. Attack it again. I almost thought that was a 20 again. That would
I
have been
did
so
too.
funny.
Um,
I'm gonna make this one a stunning strike too.
absolutely.
I feel like this thing can't be stunned, but why not? You know?
I forget. Are your attacks magical or no? These ones.
Yes, they are.
Oh, they are. Even at level 5. I thought
Wait.
that came much later.
No, they're level 6. It's level 6.
Got you.
Apologies. My attacks are not magical yet.
That's okay. Make it do the Constitution saving throw.
Yes. Die.
Okay, it is stunned.
And then I use my bonus action to wail on it some more.
Absolutely.
You just see Holly punching this thing.
That is a miss.
That is okay. Or more.
That is a miss.
As a miss again. Okay, that was only 2 key points and all of my grit points. And then I just back up.
Yeah, fair.
Your turn.
It is going to steal. Does it get to force a con save or no?
It does not.
It does not. Okay. In that case, what does it do? Because it is a bit less susceptible to stun, but not wholly so. And I think I'm just gonna make him. I think I'll meet a good middle ground. I'm gonna make him make a saving throw right now to see if he can surpass it, and if not, no matter what, he wastes his turn.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Purely because there is what's it called? A thing about this fool. Is that a success? I actually don't think that's a success, is it?
The 16th, it's a me that beat it.
Okay. So, I think, you know what? Fair for fair. It will no longer be stunned for its Paragon actions, but for the effectiveness of what you've done, it is stunned. So the next Paragon action it takes, it will be unstunned. Who'd you like to pass? Oh no, it's his turn. I guess I'll just pass randomly. It's one of you three. I believe that is Gennaro.
Okay. Can I just, like... I don't want to kill it. I don't want to kill it. I'm going to die. Can I, like, cast sleep on it?
Cast sleep.
Yeah.
I will use the 2024 sleep rules. You will cast sleep on it, and you will see as the sleep begins to fall over it, it will not stagger. This thing is immune to the charm effect and is therefore immune to the sleep effect.
Fuck! I don't want to kill it. I don't want to kill it.
Cyro's gonna be blind.
killing it.
Do not worry. I will just knock it out.
That's not helping very much, but okay. Fuck.
Does Gennaro tell us about the cloaked figure?
Alright. Well, I think that currently the moment here is too tense and too much chaos to really get that word in.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll probably mention it afterwards.
Gotcha.
Fair.
Do you have any bonus actions, Gennaro? For a martial check?
Do I?
Let's see. Healing word is one, but no one's been hurt yet, so.
Except that thing.
Yeah.
Gennaro heals the thing we're fighting.
I don't want to kill it. Yeah. I'm sending down.
Got you. Who do you want to pass
Whoever
to
needs
now?
to go Who still has to go?
Natter and Bagless.
And
Um,
Haraba.
Oh, and Haraba. That is true.
Haraba scares me. Haraba is going to kill that thing in one go. I'll give it to Backless.
Bagless will have already had his brass knuckles equipped from earlier because he just didn't take them off.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna haste himself.
Fair. Action to haste.
Alrighty, and I guess that should definitely cover the distance to make it towards
Yes,
the creature.
5 billion%.
So, and then
The one thing about haste, though, to keep in mind, is that you do only get one attack on this turn. Haste only gives one extra attack when you use the attack action.
Makes sense. Then I will do Divine Smite at 3rd level.
Got you. Roll your brass knuckles attack.
Yeah.
Oh, why is it? Oh, it's glitching out. Oh god, something terrible is happening. Why did you have advantage or disadvantage? Oh, stunned. Oh, stunned. Okay. Good news, bad news. Bad news is the attack does miss. Good news is you don't use your 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah. Alright, that's all I can do. I passed to Nadir.
Yeah. Though, Bagless, something to note, your brass knuckles, which you had not noticed before, are magical.
Nice.
The memoir will take a paragon action as you pass to Natter. And is going to stab you.
My AC is 25, so.
It's gonna try
Then
to
again,
stab
I've been.
you.
Then again, I've been wronged before.
Is it gonna stab him with the head?
Hack and slash. Okay, well.
Uh.
It misses. Anybody. Natter, it's your go.
Damn, a +10. Natter would sort of look around and be like, it was calm just a second ago. What? And then could I try to figure out what the fuck, like, happened to it?
Arcana.
Essentially?
Arcana would be your best.
Gotcha.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
25, nat 20. This thing was, you figured out a few things about it immediately, right? This thing was trying to show you something. This isn't just like an animal. It very clearly has a purpose, and it was upset when that purpose was not fulfilled. And it only calmed down once you mended the book, and it was clear that it could do what it needed to do. The only thing that could have made it freak out like this is if someone casted some kind of spell on it, or if somehow its purpose and whatever it was trying to do was halted or made impossible.
Gotcha.
Disrupted in some way.
Do you think it would have noticed it scratching at its ear?
Yes, for sure.
And would I be able to cast Bestow Curse to just deafen it? And is it like, is that gonna work?
If you'd like to, can you deafen with Bestow Curse?
I'm not sure.
I don't think you can.
Become cursed, duration of spell, and you can choose the nature of the curse from the following options. One ability score, while cursed.
No, you cannot.
Disadvantage.
You cannot deafen them.
Okay.
With Bestow Curse. There is a spell called Blindness Deafness that you can do it with, though.
Oh, I don't have that. Yeah. Let's see. What do I want to do?
Spider. I'm sorry, every now and again I look at my screen and I see the giant ice spider.
Do you think that detect thoughts would still be on? Because I don't think he changed concentration.
You're still-
on spell.
Yeah, it hasn't been. I think it would be near the tail end of the minute, so this turn it would still be active.
Gotcha. Could I like detect the thoughts too?
Sure. Did you want to use your action to push deeper?
No. I just want the surface thoughts more so.
Frustration, fury, confusion. It doesn't seem to be cognizant at the moment. It seems to be more focused on killing whatever is in front of it for the sake of killing whatever's in front of it. It's losing itself.
Gotcha. Could I? Okay. I think Nodder would use unsettling words first.
Gotcha.
Probably. Tell it that whatever its purpose is, it's not gonna be able to, like, conclude it if it attacks us. Hopefully, like, I don't know if I can, like, persuade it with that in any case, because it's unsettling words. But, yeah, just, Bardic Charm, Bardic Inspiration
Yeah, roll a
used
D8.
to... give me a sec. I gotta find unsettling words. Here it is. You spend as a bonus action. You spend Bardic Inspiration. Choose one on page. All Bardic Inspiration die.
Subtract a d8 from their
Yeah.
next saving throw.
Okay. I'll just roll a d8 like randomly.
Next saving throw level
It's a
minus 6. It's really good.
Okay. All right. And then for action, could I cast command and essentially cause it to drop the orb?
Oh, and put the saving throw on them.
All right. Let's see. It'll be drop, and then I gotta just roll it. Give me a second. Sorry. Oh, oops, that's not it.
You're just gonna drag it onto the token.
Oh. Yeah.
Minus 6 is 10. That's
Yeah.
a failure.
Yeah.
On its next turn, you'll see as its group loosens as it holds the orb out in front of it and raises it palm upward and begins to tilt it downward.
Bagless, whatever is controlling it, just make sure that you take hold of the orb.
Alright, but I cannot guarantee the creature's safety if I take away
That
its power
is-
source.
That is alright. We'll deal with it later. And then I think that's all for my action. I don't have anything else.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'll pass to... Actually, would it drop it on Haraba's turn?
No, it would drop it on its turn.
Okay. If not Bagless, then Haraba, you can also just make sure that the orb is taken from it. Something is controlling it. Something is causing it distress.
Right.
And
Haraba will nod, and he'll look to Bagless, and then he will pull out his greatsword, and he will get to hacking and slashing. He will run up to this side and start chopping away at this thing.
Oh. Fuck!
It's 2 hits. Has more than half. Yes, certainly. It begins to cut away at this thing. This thing seems to be resistant to most of his attacks. And yet, it's still, hacking and slashing. And then it will steal at the top of the new round, in which case it will use its whole turn as it begins to drop its orb. The orb will fall from its hands and begin to plummet towards the ground. And its stance will shift into something of complete fury and desperation. but it does not get a turn, so it'll pass randomly to one of you 5 at the start of the round. 1, 2... I believe that's Janara again.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Guys, I'm so morally conflicted. How far can Janara, like, run?
30 feet.
Fuck. Because, what they were saying earlier about, like, something's controlling it now, Now I gotta see what this motherfucker is doing. Okay.
You can also dash and move 60 feet instead. And
oh, fuck yeah.
It'll just use your action.
How do I check again how many feet it is?
On the main page, your feet is 30. Right under speed. Oh, that. I see. Wherever this person was, they were up here, up above, so you would need to move down here to this ladder. You would get about right over here, where the little 10 is on this turn if you dashed.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm doing that.
Okay.
Janara will just Janara is very deep in thought because what is happening to this creature is just not right in her head. So she'll just dash off without remembering to tell anyone what the fuck she's actually doing.
Where are you going?
Homegirl is fucking zooming.
Yeah, right about there.
We can't use reactions to talk, right?
You can, if you'd like.
Oh, yeah, I sort of tell Janara. Where are you headed? I don't know if
I'm thinking it's such an intense moment that they run off and you shout that, and then it's they didn't catch in time.
Or they just don't answer.
Or they don't answer, I guess.
Yeah.
This is dramatic as hell.
At the end of your turn, Janara, who do you pass to?
Everyone still needs to go, right?
Yes, Bagless was told to catch the orb, if it falls.
Okay. Holly?
Holly, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Your go, Holly.
Go for
I
it.
also did forget, the spider is now not stunned because the Memoirs turn has long since ended.
Oh wow, AB.
Awesome. Okay. I am going to use one of my abilities, which is very helpful. It's one of the tabaxi abilities.
Oh, I love this.
Mine agility. So I double my speed. My speed right now is 40 feet, so I can make it 80. So for 80 feet, I mean, this is not very far either.
If you dash, you can move 160 feet.
I don't need to do that.
Got you.
I'm gonna move up, help Bagless out a little bit, and actually, before I do that, I'm going to take one initial shot at it.
Gotcha.
With my
Fire a
pistol.
shot.
Nice.
Certainly a hit. Roll that beautiful footage. Oh, it landed on that 12 for a long while.
That was
all right.
sucky. We're going to run up to it, punch it a couple times with flurry of blows.
Got you.
That's another key point.
Certainly a hit.
And there you go. Ooh, heavy damage.
Next there.
Another hit. Oh, that was going to be a stunning strike on one of those. So let me
Sure.
roll that too.
Drag a stunning strike onto them.
Fail.
That is a failure. They roll very bad. They have a very high constitution, but they roll very bad on their saving throws.
And I run back, and I shoot it with the musket.
Alright.
And now we all have advantage. What? It was on the edge.
Sorry. Roll again. You have advantage.
Oh! I forgot.
Which is funny, because you just said it right before.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That is a hit. For sure.
And I do my more of my muscles. Stop rolling 2s. I'm getting punished for rolling double nat 20s.
Yeah. You did a quarter of its hit points in one turn.
That was kind of nasty. Okay, I passed Bagless.
Absolutely.
Actually, you know what? Martial check while it's down.
Go for it. Make me a wisdom.
It was on at 19.
13. That's still success.
Okay, give me the menu.
Mutable form, crazed purpose, psychic rend, multi-attack, and leap.
Mutable form, please.
Attempting to hold the memoir in place by magical or physical means is impossible, as most of its body is comprised of a cloudy fog, which in mechanical means the only way to hold this thing in place is actually with what you've been doing, which is stunning it.
Yeah.
Attempting to paralyze, grapple, restrain, anything like that won't work.
Okay, we win. And that's the end of my turn. I pass the Bagless.
Absolutely.
Bagless will, I'm assuming, catch the orb as it's falling.
You can.
Does that take a bonus action or an action? Oh, grab onto it?
I'd say that's an object interaction, so neither. You just do it. You just grab it.
Right. Nothing happens to me. I don't turn into a dog.
It looks at you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not great. With this free hand, because hopefully, assuming Bagless can hold on to this with one hand.
Yeah.
I will do what I attempt again. Divine Smite level 3.
You have 3 attacks, so you can make as many attacks as you like. Actually,
Ready, first one. Thank God.
certainly a hit. Roll all 3 now, instead of rolling.
Yeah, see if there's not 20.
Yeah, that way you can choose which one to crit on.
I set you up. I set you up good.
Dude.
Another hit. One more.
Nat 20.
Oh, I saw the nat 20 for a second.
close.
No. All of them are hits. For one of them, you can use your level 3 Divine Smite.
Use power.
Do you need help setting it up, by the way? Because it is a little complicated.
Yes, please.
So, click the gear next to your Divine Smite level 3, and then drag that big wall of text that says 48 Radiant onto Bagless's token. And then roll the brass knuckle damage onto the memoir.
Alright.
Nice. And then roll the brass knuckle damage 2 more times without using the Divine Smite.
Alright.
Nice.
Very good, very good. Very good. Good damage. Over 40 damage in a single turn.
And
And
Bagless will pass to Bjorn.
well,
Okay.
there's another
go.
thing that I have to do. In total, you did 23 plus 10, 33 plus 11, 44. Because you are in possession of the orb, you actually deal 88.
What?
Yes, it is
Oh.
vulnerable.
Uh-oh. Gotta use this thing good.
Let me see. That would put it at. There it is.
Well, it's a bludgeoning, so it's non-lethal. So I'm, you know.
I just won't shoot it again.
Yeah, exactly. As long as Bjorn doesn't kill it with this attack, we should be fine.
Oh, you passed to Bjorn.
Bjorn,
instead?
it's your turn. Yeah, I passed to Bjorn.
All right, Bjorn. Be
I
nice,
guess it was
fighter.
over.
Oh! I think it's on stun now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
It was the end of my turn.
It's the end of your
Right?
next
Oh, wait, no.
turn.
Oh,
isn't it?
I forgot. This is like not the original stun. Oh my god, how did I
Yeah.
forget that?
Yeah, and
Oh
I
my God,
established it
that's
can
good.
only unstun itself on its turn, which it already did this combat, not on its paragon. So I'm not
Yes,
gonna
yes.
make it do that again. That's certainly a hit.
Is it immune to magic or piercing damage or like resistant? Because my thing is like magical. So
It should automatically. Oh, it won't. I'll correct it. So roll it in the side chat and I can fix it. Maximum damage, nice.
Another one.
Then,
Throw the saving
And
throw
then-
on them. They are very good at these. Apparently not good enough. Holy shit. That was one
oh
of
yeah,
the,
they're so good at
the
they're so
numbers.
good at this. Yeah, no, crazy.
Drag the poison damage onto them. And then what I can do is take this and multiply it by 2. And then there you go. It'll be resisted, but it'll take the correct amount of damage.
Okay. Oh, that's
Yeah.
what I do. Yeah, wait. The spider moves a bit more to there because there's like a cold aura that would like hit Haruba
Oh, true.
if they were too close. Yeah.
Oh, that's so true. Hold on. Let me go ahead and do that.
It's only if they start their they gotta start their turn in there.
They did. Both of them did, but they rolled.
Oh yeah, I didn't
really
see. You placed me behind the bookshelf. I didn't see anything. I was stunned behind the bookshelf.
Sorry.
I was.
But yeah, there you are.
Okay. Well, there I am, and now I end my turn. I
Who
think.
would you like to pass to?
Nada hasn't gone right. Like,
Nope, Nodder and Janara are the only two.
Uh,
Paraba as well. But...
Janara started the
Janara
round.
started
I'm
Oh,
pretty
what?
sure.
Oh, I lied.
Yeah.
Just Nodder then. I
Yeah.
You're a
well,
liar.
Nada it is.
Dissed. I thought you were dissed.
Watch me keep track of this combat behind the bookshelf. Well, Nada.
Alright. Could I tell where Janara's like leading on or trying to go?
Yes, 100%.
Like, is she looking that way? Was she looking that way?
I imagine you saw that she was looking up and then bolted for a ladder. You could hear her footsteps.
Right, sweetie, if you do tell us what's happening, we could help you and ensure that this creature is safe. And then he'd sort of bolt towards Haraba. And I want to cast Dimension Door. And
Okay.
once again, I sort of tap Haraba on the shoulder. And could I Dimension Door both of us to the top here, where the figure was, or where Janara was looking?
Yeah, I think before you do so, Haraba will say, what are we doing? There's a thing here.
Right, just, I'm sure it'll be fine, Haraba, just trust me on this one. And then he'd, like, Dimension Door.
Okay. You will, Dimension Door, right here. Oh, we got clicked on something. And you will see, just out of the periphery of your vision, somebody running in this direction.
Gotcha. Would Haraba also notice that?
Haraba has a torch. He sees nothing.
Gotcha. Could I bonus action in this case? And I wanna Misty Step. If I think that's a bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 30 feet. Nodder would be here. Yeah. He Misty Step here, and then when he moved, I think he moved. He has 5 feet probably, or
Something like that.
I don't know. 20.
Mhm.
I'll go 5 feet. Like here. All right. Could I see the figure?
He is about, or they're about like right there. You can just see the edges of them, and Janara, you can also, as you're on your turn, you will also be walking towards them. You're about to sandwich them.
Fuck yes.
Okay. And I think Haraba didn't go, right?
No. No.
Okay. Follow me, big guy, and then he'd sort of look at Haraba.
Okay.
Big time.
Haraba will get to about here. He'll see the
Can he not
figure.
dash?
He can dash, but he won't be able to do anything if he does.
Gotcha.
So he's gonna get
Is
to
he
about
doing
here.
anything?
Well, he doesn't know what's happening. He just teleported him up here, and he's like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm 100% sure he cannot see.
We got the two elves sandwiching this creepy figure.
Yeah.
And the poor Haraba. But yeah. Okay. Who? I think that's everyone, right?
I believe so. In which case, Haraba will pass to. We'll say we'll pass to. Holly Bagless? One of those two?
I don't even.
Holly.
Holly. Oh, we don't want to pass to Holly right now.
No, we could pass to we could pass to Bagless.
No, this is okay. I'll
Okay.
shoot.
Can Bagless not see? Wait, can Holly see?
Holly can see.
Okay.
Wait, I have something fun.
Okay.
Can we line? Can we? Because we're getting close to the end. So can Bagless and Holly line up their shots against this thing?
Oh,
Like
sure.
as the gun goes off, use the light.
You can hold an action to attack with your gun when Bagless attacks with their fists.
Okay, Bagless, listen to me. Okay, I'm gonna shoot. You're gonna have some light. Strike done.
Yeah, Bagless will give a thumbs up.
Absolutely.
And Holly will hold an action, 2 shots. Or no, she's gonna hold 1 shot. So that Bagless can also hit this thing.
Absolutely.
And that will be my turn.
Got you. It will with our little system that we use, stunning strike is a little bit finicky, so you will not be able to stunning strike it again. Because it's
Right. Oh no, that's normal.
Got you. I just want to let you know, it's specifically set up in a way in normal D&D where you're not supposed to be able to stunning strike back to back to back.
Yeah.
But our thing kind of has a little loophole, so I wanted to clarify that. It will shoot it and then hold an action when Bagless next attacks to fire another shot. And at the end of your turn, the Memoir will steal and will take many attack on Bagless. That is one.
Ah,
hit.
that's it.
That is a miss. It isn't very rare that when Bagless gets hit. But it's a lot of damage. And then you will make a Wisdom saving throw. Goddamn, even with a plus, even with what you add to it, that is still not enough. And you will be stunned. What?
I Sentinel.
Oh, you want a Sentinel? Okay. Just take an opportunity attack on it?
Yeah.
Take an opportunity attack. And because they are stunned, Holly, if you would like to fire your shot now, you can do that.
I will fire my shot.
That is a miss.
No.
Oh man, so
No.
close. Would you like to steal Bagless, or would you like to wait?
Don't you have inspiration, Holly?
Holly does have inspiration.
I will take another shot at it. My inspiration. Oh, it was almost that 10 again. I got so mad.
That's certainly a hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Yippee!
7, and what was your other damage you just did?
10.
17.
34.
So, yes, indeed.
I'm a mathematician.
There you go.
Oh, this thing is like dead.
It's not looking great. The orb is beginning to lose its glow. In your hands, Bagless. And in fact, actually, now that I think about it, after it stuns you, it does reach over and grab the orb.
Smart kitty.
Can I make a I don't know, strength save.
You are stunned, so you will automatically fail strength saves.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then I think for ease, we'll pass to Bjorn.
Yes.
Bjorn, what would you
Oh,
like to
yippee.
do?
The one thing I do, hit it.
Absolutely. That's unfortunately a miss.
In fact, I will miss it.
Does Bjorn have their bardic still? Question mark.
Nope.
I believe they used it a while
Oh.
ago.
I used it for the